Hello again to friends and family, YouTube watchers of my channel. Here I am again today to share something which I believe may be of value to someone. First, I'll start with my story. Do you have itching eyes? Well, there was a time. I live in a country where a certain time of the year there is what you call hay fever, and I had such an annoying itching in my eyes. It was a deep itching in my left eye, and it was so bad. I remember visiting the doctor, and I got some eye drops, and that alleviated the problem. But the eye drops was done in no time because a very tiny vial of eye solution. And so when it was done, I had to be you know scrounging for money again to get another one. It was a bit expensive, nearly £10. And anyway, over time, I realized that I was getting so dependent on the eye drops, and it was costing me a lot because as soon as it was finished, the itching came right back. And so I pondered in myself and wondered what if there was some possible alternative. And I can tell you, I found the alternative because in everything there's the good and bad. There's the commercialized products which work, but overly dependency on them has proven that after a while it can have a damaging effect on the insides of your eye. So for me, there is no one way of doing things, and sometimes you can find an alternative. And the alternative I found is to wash your eyes with spring water. That's what I did. Over time, I worked it out in myself and said, okay, my eyes are itching me so much. It was so bad that my eyelids were pretty swollen and started to become bruised because the itching was so intense. It was so intense. It was like a deep itching. And I was, trying to work out. And as I said, I decided to try the water. And the reason why I decided to try that water, basically could say it's from a scientific approach. In that I said, okay, perhaps I could take hygiene to another level because you wash your face and so on, but when you have that pollen or whatever that's blowing in the air, and they call it, and it affects your eyes certain time of year, they call it hay fever, right? And so there's so many different products saying hay fever for watery eyes, so many. But anyway, I worked it out that, well, let me see if I can take hygiene to another level. And perhaps it's linked, hay fever itself would be linked to some sort of bacteria or germs. And so I said, okay, I'm gonna start washing my eyes with spring water. Taking more care of my eyes because basically we take our eyes for granted. And so I didn't know if it would work, but I said I'm going to try the best thing I know how. So I tried to get some water, spring water, into the small container which contained the original eye drops. And for a while, I would take it with me because I had to have it to use during the day. And I found it really worked. And so over time, I just decided to be generous and with my eyes. So I now have this container filled with pure spring water. and I always make sure I have it. So I don't use it consistently, but I'm going to tell you this, that ever since I found this system of using just washing my eyes with spring water, I have no more problems with itching eyes. It's not my noble matter. I have no more problems, and I believe it's because whatever was causing the problem, because I irrigated my eyes with specifically with a water that's a bit purer than the tap water, it helped to alleviate the problem. And so I would like to recommend that, you could give it a try. And if it doesn't work, well, then you try something else. But I believe it's worth a try because, as I said, the scientific thing behind the whole thing is sometimes even when you're an older person, for I'm like an older person, and when you're an older person or a very young person, your immune system takes a dip. And so when I was younger, I never had that issue. And so that's why I worked it out and said, perhaps it's something I picked up in the atmosphere, and because my immune system is not that good, I've succumbed and then started showing symptoms of itching, And as I said, it was so intense. I thought I almost would have lost my eye. And so, as I said, the whatever bacteria is not 100%, but it got rid of my eye itching. And I've used this method ever since. So you can give it a try. And you tell me in the comments what you think about it.